Hello, hello, and welcome. In a few minutes, we'll get started. Right. Good day, everyone. Just another minute, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
All right. I think we can get started. Good day, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Justin. I'm the head of Procurement Solutions at Odyssey Energy Solutions. Delighted to be with you here today to discuss with our partners ZNShine Solar, how advancing solar projects with how we, advancing solar projects, integrating ZNShine solar products with Odyssey's supply chain credit and solutions. So excited to get into the topic today with our partners. Before we begin, just a few admin notes. This slide and the presentation indeed will be shared on the Odyssey website. So rest assured that you can gain access to everything that we discuss today. And also at any time, if you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat box, and we'll address them at the end during Q&A. So whether that's commercial or technical questions, feel free throughout the webinar, but we'll address them at the end of the presentation. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, just a little bit of background on Odyssey. So our company is a platform that focuses on scaling investment in distributed renewable energy by providing finance, technology, and supply chain services. And our aim is to accelerate project development and impact in growth markets. So we are a climate tech platform that works across the value chain. And we work primarily in two main channels. The first is working closely with financiers. So that can be commercial banks, development institutions like the World Bank or others. And we aim to increase their financing speed and reduce costs through our technology platforms. So we do that with those partners primarily through specialized solutions to help them deploy capital to the distributed renewable energy sector, the DRE sector. So we have a number of solutions with them that's customizable in our platform, which leverages our technology expertise, our procurement expertise, which you'll learn about more today, as well as our asset management piece of the business, which allows for integrations at inverter levels at different project sites. So all of this can be tracked on one platform for financiers so they can see where their money's being deployed. They can see the ROI on different projects. They can see the state of health of different projects via technology parameters, etc. So that's one line of our business. The second line of our business is for solar companies, which are ultimately the end beneficiary. And we help them access capital, offering long-term finance and short-term finance to ease working capital constraints. And we do this primarily through our supply chain credit solutions, which we'll discuss. And that is also complemented with our supply chain services offering, which is a scope of services for specifically the renewable energy sector. So we work across the entire value chain, offering some level of support for financiers, OEMs, of course, at the backbone of everything we do, and ultimately solar companies. We have a lot of companies on our platform, more than 2,600. We've deployed more than $1.6 billion of capital. This ranges from commercial capital also to concessional capital, as I mentioned. We have a number of OEM partners and vendors on our platform, more than 30, and we've deployed more than 2 million systems, particularly throughout the developing world and emerging markets. We have more than 1,600 assets under management, and we are currently running more than 20 financing programs, and we've run more than 43 financing programs throughout our history. So let's get into a little bit more about the products we offer and how they can help your business. So our products are divided into the following categories. As I mentioned, supply chain credit solutions. So you can access credit for top brands, leveraging our supply chain support, which can include procurement, warehousing, logistics, last mile delivery, and overall, efficient support of your project execution. And then also we offer asset management. So you can leverage our platform to track key APIs. This is particularly relevant financiers, and see everything on a customized dashboard to make your reporting and asset management very easy across multiple brands, multiple technologies that we'll discuss. And also just a warm welcome for anyone joining us after we started. Just a friendly admin note that this presentation will be available after the webinar on the Odyssey website. And that if you do have any questions at any point about anything we discuss, feel free to just put them in the chat box. Don't hesitate, and we will address them at the end in Q&A. All right. So a little deeper dive into our credit offering. So if you think of a procurement cycle like the following, which many of you are probably familiar with, it usually follows a trend of production, ready for shipment, what they call in trade terms FOB. Then it's ready for departure. Then it ships to the final location. Often there's warehousing, and then it gets to a project site, and then it reaches project completion, COD. So our solutions are designed around these two key aspects of the supply chain. The first solution we've designed is called procurement credit. And this is a solution that focuses on versatile equipment such as panels, highly versatile batteries, and similarly versatile inverters. And the second solution is exactly what it sounds like. It's offering support throughout the construction period, construction credit of a project cycle. So, and this solution not only helps with the aspect of the supply chain from production to transit, and then getting into the country, but also throughout construction, which we're very excited about, and we believe is a unique offering in the industry. So let's take a dive into both of these solutions a little more. And welcome to Nicole. And I should say that in just a few minutes, we'll be introducing our dear colleagues at ZNShine, Myriam and Nicole, to continue on with the webinar. So welcome. All right. So moving into the solutions again. So we have procurement credits and construction credits. So procurement credit is a solution that is for versatile equipment, as I mentioned, and is currently accessible in Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and we've just added, we're really excited to say, Brazil. So we will be in Brazil actually next week for the Intersolar conference, if anyone will be there. We've added Mexico, and now we've added India. So this solution, you can pay as low as 15 to 30% deposit for procurement. Odyssey will pay the balance and will handle the entire supply chain to bring it into the country. However, it must stay at Odyssey's warehouse in that country, and then the developer, the renewable energy company, the client, the third party, can pay and pick those solutions after arrival in our warehouse. This is a credit solution that can be qualified for within days, and it's designed to be very easy and focused only on the equipment qualification. Of course, I'm delighted to say that ZNShine Solar qualifies for this solution, and it's one reason why we're key partners, because their panels are highly versatile and meet this threshold. We'll come back to that again. And then construction credit is available throughout all of Africa, India, and Latin America, so it's not limited to these core geographies. But it comes with a different set of requirements to qualify. That can include as high as a 50% deposit, as low as a 15% deposit. And that depends on the project, the developer, the EPC's track record, etc. And the EPC's ability to build and deliver projects, of course, their track record, and then of course the client and the ability of that client to pay. So whoever the EPC's client is or the off-taker. So let's get in even further. So for procurement credit, the solution focused on the equipment and available in these markets, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Brazil, Mexico, and India, it really focuses on, okay, is it going to these markets, number one? Otherwise, it won't qualify. Number two, what is the equipment? So tier one solar panels like ZNShine qualify. Most inverter brands that are tier one and show a demand in these markets qualify, as well as most versatile batteries. Historically, that's been a lot of low voltage batteries, but of course, we're seeing a trend more to high voltage batteries as well. Will also qualify, given they're from a tier one reputable brand and there's demand in those markets. So we work with the EPC or developer to submit their request to procure this equipment, usually in the form of a BOQ or a quotation they received. Sometimes we receive these requests from our OEM partners like ZNShine, or we'll receive them from the EPC or developer themselves saying, I want to procure this. And then we transparently have a discussion with the supplier pricing up this solution to that country. So we will share our proposal with the renewable energy company, fully using whatever FOB or CIF price that they have from the supplier. If there's an instance where Odyssey feels we can offer a better price for that FOB or CIF value, we will do so. And we'll present that in our final proposal. So this is a solution can qualify up to $5 million. There's a credit period up to 6 months. So usually there's a production period as low as a few weeks, like in the case of panels, or it can be a few months in the case of batteries. There's a transit time, and then there's a grace period offered after arrival in the country to pick up the equipment from the country. After that period, the balance must be paid. Many of you may be thinking, well, this is a bit like Sinosure, and I'll let you know that yes, it is. It's a bit like Sinosure, and it's a facility that can complement a Sinosure facility if you have a Sinosure facility. So it can for instance, have a higher credit limit. You can leverage your Sinosure facility to add on an extended credit period using this facility. So it's Sinosure Plus, I think, is an easy way to think about it. There's a processing fee. There's a monthly fee associated with this. There's no collateral required because the equipment serves as the collateral because it stays in Odyssey's warehouse before picking. And it's a very fast solution to receive credit. So we approve these deals within 2 to 3 days. So if you're interested and you have a procurement plan for any of these markets listed above, unfortunately, it's not available outside of these markets at this time. But please get in touch and we'll be happy to price it up and look at it for you. Okay, now for the second solution, a little deep dive. So this is a solution available to all these markets, Africa, India, and Latin America. And it's one that we're very excited about because we recognize from the procurement solution that the credit can only take you so far as a renewable energy company. So once that equipment is imported and then it comes to Odyssey's warehouse, you will still, most of the time, require to get it to the project site. So that would require sometimes more credit. And so this solution was born out of the procurement credit solution and designed to help EPCs and developers get the equipment to the final project site. So I will give a very simple example. Let's say there's a project with Coca-Cola in Tunisia, and I picked that country because I know it's a place where ZNShine has a strong footprint. And let's say the payment terms of Coca-Cola to the renewable energy company, let's say your company, are 20% upfront and then 80% after 1 month of installation. So there's a gap there in terms of the EPC's funding requirements or developers funding requirements or installers funding requirements to fill because they'll only receive 20% upfront and then they must do the full procurement and installation and then collect the balance payment. Of course, because the EPC is reputable and has a strong track record in Tunisia and elsewhere, they would pre-qualify. We would ask a series of qualifying questions about their company as well as the project. And then the project will qualify, of course, because it's Coca-Cola and it's a bankable contract and there's some form of escrow and security on the offtake, on the payment from Coca-Cola to the EPC, which Odyssey would have to have as a form of security. So this is a kind of ideal project that would qualify for this solution. And our aim at Odyssey is to be highly efficient in the analysis and the deployment of that capital for the project. And so I'm jumping all the way down here in terms of the approval time of the project, but we aim to have these projects approved within 7 to 10 days, which means that we should be much faster than a bank. We understand that banks can take sometimes weeks, if not months, to qualify projects. And we come from the sector, so we will be able to analyze and understand the project a little better is our aim. So this is a facility that can be up to $5 million, can be leveraged up to 12 months. The deposit requirement, as I mentioned before, is based on the perceived risk of the developer as well as the project. Cost of credit will vary based on the market and what's available. And then there's an escrow security requirement on the offtake. And the beauty of this solution is that it's not accruing interest, but it can be paid at once at the end of the cycle. So it can have bullet payments associated with it, which is designed to complement an EPC's progress milestone payments. Sometimes it's not 20%, 80%, it's 20, 20, 20, 20 until project completion, for instance. And this facility accommodates that. So I'm sure you'll have more questions on that and how you can leverage this credit to purchase your ZNShine panels. And we'll get to that at the end in Q&A. So please hold your questions. Okay, just mindful of time here, and I want to make sure my colleagues have enough time to present their great solutions. So I will just mention a few things, a few final solutions that we can offer. So we do have full supply chain support in-house at Odyssey. So if you're not interested in credit solutions, we can also offer supply chain services. And these are services born out of our support for the renewable energy industry, particularly throughout emerging markets. So we can do things like end-to-end management of your supply chain, last mile delivery, warehousing, 3PL transit, order tracking. We even offer things like Forex solutions in places like Nigeria, which is one of our strongest markets. And we have a strong track record of supporting companies there with supply chain. So if any of these interest you, please get in touch, and we're happy to look at that for you, being an outsourced supply chain partner or just one-time project support, etc. Okay, and lastly, we have, as I mentioned at the beginning, we have an asset management solution, and this is kind of cornerstone to all of our platform offerings because it allows for integration for multiple different brands at an inverter level to see project data. So if many of you, many of you would be familiar with the typical dashboard of an inverter. And depending on the brand, those may have limitations. They may not integrate with other brands. And so our solution leverages APIs to allow, and hardware, which we have our own hardware to do this, plug it into standard communication ports like CAN bus, Modbus, etc. But this allows for tracking and understanding of project KPIs, commercial KPIs, and allows for remote monitoring and control through unique algorithms to see site data. So if you're interested in this, please get in touch. Here's some of the brands and equipment that we work with. All right. Now, without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce our partners here today at ZNShine Solar. We have Myriam Mbarek, who's the International Sales Director at ZNShine. And if any of you know her, she is a dynamic sales leader that is there to support your projects, and she will work tirelessly, I guarantee you, to make sure that your solutions are met through the ZNShine portfolio. So it's great to have you here, Myriam, and look forward to the discussion.
Yeah, hello, Justin. Thank you.
Thank you, Myriam. Thank you. Great to have you. And then we also have Nicole Yang. Nicole is the marketing director at ZNShine Solar. And both of them will get into their solutions further. So without further ado, I'll turn it to you both. And like I mentioned, just a reminder, please come with questions, and we'll get to them at the end during the Q&A. So
okay,
feel free, ladies. I'm not sure who's first.
So
okay, I think
so
I
Nicole,
can.
yeah, you can start. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Justin, for sharing the Odyssey's construction credit. I'm Nicole from ZNShine. So I'm sure with ZNShine's products and Odyssey's financial solution, we can maximize your project benefits. Okay, now I would like to introduce ZNShine a little bit and our newest products and the technologies. Okay. Now first, let's quickly find out who we are. So ZNShine founded in 1988, headquartered in Changzhou, China. We are specializing in R&D and manufacturing solar modules. Our business also included EPC services and provide whole life solution for the product's applications. With our 36 manufacturing experience, ZNShine has been recognized as a BNEF Tier 1 manufacturer since 2013. And we dedicate to make green electricity more efficient with core values as a customer first, embrace change, teamwork, and families and trust. And on this page, you can see the key milestones in ZNShine's history. And during these 36 years, 4 of our manufacturing bases established, and our module capacity expanded from 6 gigawatt to 10 gigawatt this year. And ZNShine have operating in 4 key business, which are module, EPC services, storage solution, and integrated rooftop system. And you can see these details about our 4 module manufacturing bases. 3 are in China, 1 is in Indonesia. So on this section, you can we will talk about a little brief introduction about our differentiated PV products. So we have patented graphene coating. So with 1 layer of graphite, it can generate 2% more energy yet. And the graphite coating is a self-cleaning. It has self-cleaning function. Besides our high-quality module products, ZNShine's integrated system of solar and storage system provides different offers. The container type storage is mainly for the large-scale utility-scale solar farms. It's scalable and customized built for complete with a cooling system, PCS control, and the fire extinguish and the prevention system. The storage pack is stackable. The typical 5 kilowatt hour and 10 kilowatt hour and 15 kilowatt hour is for the residential market. Both work for the off-grid and the on-grid inverters. And the TOPCon is our focus for 2023 to 2024. The new materials with a steam frame, PU frame, and double glass are being integrated into the panel configuration to support the panel meet the harsh environment. And our highest power module are 700 to 720 TOPCon and 700 735 HGT. So SRS is the ZNShine's innovative rooftop installation system. Compared to the conventional installation ways, the SRS can save up to 30% of the installation time and also can reduce the maintenance time and the cost. So you can see on this page, the SRS standard component and also the standardized packaging, easy to select and simple, swift and sturdy. So it's a one panel with 2 optimized rail and 3 kits, standardized kits. And this is our ultra low carbon module with the PU composite frame. PU is an ultra low carbon and environment friendly environment, which can effectively reduce the carbon reduction. And also is a super black for especially for the European market and also African market. And this is our color module, which can be used for the architectural facade with 7 different color options. So the last popular one is the light flexible module, which can withstand a blending diameter of at least 1 meter without any hidden cracks. And also its enhanced encapsulation materials and zero routine installation features makes it extremely resilient and also adaptable for various use cases, including cupboard and the car roofs. Yeah, this is our products introduction. Also, on this section, you can see, as you can see, our products have applied it to all different kinds of scenarios, from utility scale projects in different countries to the distributed PV project, rooftop projects in different countries. Here are some existing project reference. Okay, so I think my introduction for ZNShine products is completed here, and Myriam will have a more detailed about the specific products for the Africa market. Thanks, everyone. So Myriam, can you take over from here?
Yes, thank you, Nicole. I will try to start with the roadmap first, and then I will present my global strategy in Africa. Okay. Just try to. Just one moment. I cannot share, I think. Justin, I think I cannot share.
Okay, just a moment. I can try to share for you.
Yeah. I sent you two presentations. So the first one is the roadmap and then the global strategy.
Okay, just a moment. Got it here. All right, one moment. All right.
Yeah. So, okay, I will start with the global strategy and then I will finish with the roadmap, okay? So, like Nicole said, so ZNShine is a tier 1 manufacturer of PV panels. So we were founded in 1988. So we are a family business. We have started with LED production, and then we entered into the solar market in 2003, and then we are in the tier 1 list since 2015. So we have almost 4 facilities, four in China, and we are adding a new 2 facilities outside of China. And in order to serve the Indian and the American market. Then we do have a wide range of products, top cone and type also, and we do have the AGT. We are starting also new technologies like the AGT, and also are thinking to start the 0BB as well. So the highest power that we can do now is 730, and even we can reach the 740 with the AGT technology. We do have branches all over the world, in Middle East, in Brazil. So it should be a good option for our partnership with Odyssey to collaborate in Africa. Like we are starting to be active in Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa. We are active since more than 5 years now. And then also we can discuss with our team based in Brazil and India to build the partnership with Odyssey in those countries. So we will be present also in Brazil and in Intersolar the next week. So let me start with by introducing. So I'm International Sales Director Africa and Europe. So I joined with my team ZNShine since 2018. So you can just next slide, please, Justin. So our team is composed. Our global head of sales is Jackie Yang, and then me, Myriam. So our team is composed by Rima, Sarah, Imene, Susanna. So all the team is handling almost the European markets, like Scandinavia, Northern Europe, Baltic countries, Spain and Portugal, and Italy. And then for me, I'm handling all Africa. We do the African market, like North Africa, West Africa, and South Africa, and the East part as well. So So our presence in the African market. So we do have also. Let me say that we do have 3 types of potential customers. So the first type is the distributors. So it can match with the business model that Justin presented. So and also we do have the EPC, and we have a developer. So for the as a final solution that Justin gave, so we can present it to our distributors and EPCs as well. And then for the developer also, if customers need to support them with finance also solution, we can provide some options to help them to secure big scale projects as well. So also we are present in Morocco. We have signed recently a distribution agreement with our partner there. We are working with some EPCs, many key partners in Morocco. We do have partners in West Africa, French-speaking part like Senegal and also Mali. So like distributors and EPCs. We are also we have also customers, and we built 86 mega in South Africa. So and then we have started this year to work in the Kenya market. So we have signed an agreement with Redington, one of the big actors in Kenya. They are like their headquarters is in UAE, and then they have branch in Kenya and Tanzania and Uganda. And then we have signed with them an agreement to serve them with more than 10 megawatts per year. So and very soon they will have the stock in their warehouses in Kenya. Also, we are just building now a farm with our developer in Zambia, between Zambia and Zimbabwe. It's 100 megawatts plant. So it's a big scale project. And we are targeting to visit and to be present in many countries, like in Nigeria. We will be participating in October in Lagos, in the West African Electric event. So maybe we will meet also with Justin and all Odyssey team there. And then also we have a plan to be in Algeria in order to take part of the big scale projects launched by the Ministry of Energy there. So let me go to the next slide, please. Also for Egypt, we had a good partnership before with many actors like Solargy, Swedi. And now also we are discussing with many big actors like Infinity and Swedi for big scale projects in Africa. So we know that those two partners are very active in the region in Africa. So that's why we are trying to focus more on the African continent in order to let our brand more well known in this area. So for Tunisia, we sold this year, let's say, to almost 25 mega. And then we target to increase by doubling the quantity maybe during this year and the beginning of the next year. The next slide, please. So here some pictures regarding the agreement that we have signed this year with EcoWatt, is our partner in Morocco. So it was 30 megawatt in Morocco. And then you can see the next slide. This is the Solar Capital Orange project. It was 86 mega in South Africa. It was built last year, March 2023. And also we do have distributors there in South Africa also. So we are selling almost 10 to 20 mega per year, and the target is to double to 40 to 50 mega per year in South Africa. In West Africa and Senegal, we sold almost 3 mega the last month, and then we are targeting to double and to the quantity between Senegal, Mali, and we try to organize seminars with the solar associations and to meet with the big actors in the Ministry of Energy in order to be part of the large scale projects and try to introduce the new partnership with Odyssey because you know that it's important to communicate with the actors mainly in Kenya and Nigeria and South Africa, in order to present such partnership, the type of finance model that they are proposing to the EPCs, to distributors, in order to have more potential customers. So the next slide, please, Justin. And then it was my visit with the team. It was the last quarter. I was in Kenya, so we met many actors like EPC developers and Redington. We have signed with an agreement, as I said, and we are just finalizing the first and second order now. And we hope that we'll have, also they know very well Odyssey, and we are targeting to have a win-win partnership with Redington and with Odyssey as well. So also we do have projects in progress in Nigeria and Burkina Faso, and yeah, and in Mali also. Cameroon, we just signed also a distribution agreement with one big actor there in Cameroon to serve him with more than 12 mega per year, like panels between 580 to 620. So yeah, the core support that we offer to our clients, like I said, so we provide our clients with a range of support services, including marketing and technical assistance. So we organize with them webinars. We provide them with the graphene coating kit. So graphene coating is like one of our major option. It's like a nanotechnology inside the glass. So the dust, so the glass doesn't attract dust, so the dust drops automatically. So then we can win a lot of points regarding the maintenance cost, and we can increase the efficiency of panel. So that option, it should be a good option mainly in Africa, since it's a dusty area. So and we provided also that graphic coated to our project in South Africa, in Zambia, and other countries, and we got a good feedback from our customers. So that's why we are focusing mainly on that option, and also the double glass bifacial. We are very competitive regarding those two options. So the graphene coating is one of our most important key features. That's why we offer that technology mainly in Africa, because it can help the customer to decrease the maintenance cost and increase also the efficiency. And even for the large scale project, we can have a good BOS, and we can have a good SOE as well. Also, we actively assist in market activation by visiting sites. Recently, we were in South Africa visiting the 86 mega sites, and we help also with some marketing efforts, like we organize with them seminars in hotels, and also we do like sponsorship in the social media like LinkedIn, Facebook, and other social media, and in LinkedIn as well. And during the visit, we present our product, bring samples, and also we use many marketing tools to promote our offers and our products. Like for EPCs and distributors, in collaboration with our partner Odyssey, we also provide some financing options for some projects, and also for the large scale. We do have a very good partnership with big finance investors in China, in India, and also in USA, that can help to secure the finance for large scale projects starting from 30 and 40 mega. And those projects, in condition that we do have the PPA signed, and we do have some conditions that we can share later with our customer. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that overview, Myriam. And wow, it's incredible the scope of services and support that you guys offer across the value chain, and your geographical spread it's very impressive. And thank you, Nicole, for your product overview as well, and more insight to the company and the profile of offerings. All right, wonderful. So we have plenty of time to get into some questions and answers. So please, we encourage anyone in the audience, if you have questions about the presentations or the products or the services or a project upcoming that you need support with, please don't hesitate to put it in the chat box or the Q&A box as well. And just a reminder, because I see there's also a comment that yes, the presentation will indeed be available, everything that you just saw on the Odyssey website. So stay tuned and you can access that following.
And also you can find all the data sheets and all the new products that we have in our website. And we recently also shared all the new technology in LinkedIn as well. So.
Wonderful. All right.
Yeah.
So you have access to everything.
I will be visiting Nigeria. We'll be visiting Nigeria next October. So I'll be glad to meet new potential customers and to discuss new partnership.
Wonderful. We look forward to seeing you in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And welcoming you there. It's a very exciting time in Nigeria with the launch of the upcoming DARES program funded by the World Bank, which has dedicated $750 million to the renewable sector.
Renewable sector, yeah.
Awesome.
You encouraged me to be there so that's why you'll be there. You'll be there also, Justin, right? In October.
Yes, I should be.
Yes,
we're still finalizing a few things, but yeah.
So just
awesome.
someone who asked us to share, to put the slides here. So Mr. Mohammed, I think.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will indeed share after the meeting. So we'll share a follow-up email with the link once we take a day or two to put it on our website, and then everyone will have access. All right. So I see there's not a ton of questions coming in, so maybe I'll just lead the charge. I'm not sure if it's a.
There is a question. There is a question from David now, Justin.
Okay.
You can open it.
Yep. Okay. Wait a second. Is this the question? When is the conference, or is it in the?
No. It's like to have.
Okay. Got it here. Okay. Thanks.
How do I get funding for? Yeah.
Okay. How do I get funding for the aggregated demands for the companies I have in Nigeria? Okay. Can you fund solar power projects for the state and local government? We have secured all of these. Wonderful. So I'll take that question, and then I'll turn it to the next question, I think, in a moment, which is more about the products. So from Odyssey's perspective for funding, for aggregate demand, we can definitely help with that. If you're an aggregator yourself of different smaller companies or different projects, we can come in at Odyssey and present that demand to ZNShine, for instance, for a procurement.
Yeah.
What we would require in that instance is, of course, the deposit that we required, that we outlined. So 15-20% deposit, for instance, and then we can place that order with ZNShine, and then it can be used for multiple projects, David. So I hope that will help answer your question. Regarding state and local governments, maybe Myriam can elaborate further, but our current financing facilities for construction credit will not cover offtake from a state or local government unless it's backed by funding like from the DARES program, which of course is in support of mini grids or interconnected mini grids that are supporting at those local levels, or if there's some form of guarantee or offtake. Maybe ZNShine has different.
Yeah, for the mini grids and some other things that we can do it with Odyssey, EPCs and distributors as well. But for the big scale, as I said, yes, we can do it. So if you do have local, state and local government projects, so we can secure and we can provide finance, but depending on some conditions that I will share later. So I will send you like a table to fill with some questions and information that I need. And then once it's fit, I will try to keep to discuss with our investors, as I said, in China, like partners in China, USA, and also Canada and India. And then I will get back to you, David, with details. So you do have my email address. Just send me an email and then I will try to provide you with a file and the table that you need to fill.
Wonderful.
But we do, yeah.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, we can
Great.
fund, but depending on some conditions, yeah, and depending on the size of the project. So as I said, it's starting from 20, starting from maybe 30 mega. Yeah.
Okay.
And depending if it is public project or if it is secured by foreigners, and depending on some details. Yeah.
Okay. Understand. Great.
Okay. So there is a question, Nicole, regarding the storage system for the large scale solar solution. So they asked if we can provide megawatts hour storage system for large scale.
Yes, for the large scale storage system, right?
Yes.
Yes, and also I see the question in the chat box. It asks about the residential storage. Actually, the battery pack can be formed any best capacities as required, because it is a pack of 5 kilowatt-hour for each, so it's stackable. But for the larger scalar storage, I need to check with the technical team to see what is the biggest capacity.
Yeah, and maybe we can send to Laurence later the BSS expansions that we do have, and also the largest storage system that we do have, with data sheets and with all details.
Great. Yeah, it's interesting to see ZNShine in the storage space.
Yeah.
If there's any other, there seems to be some interest in that. Are there projects that you're supporting for grid utility storage as well as off grid? Is your solution?
Yeah. We did like 8 to 10 mega in Nigeria using the mini grid, and we use the BSS system as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we do. Maybe we can share later the references that we do have with more details regarding the name of project, and we did it last year. Yeah.
Okay.
So
excellent. Okay. Excellent.
It was it was financed and secured by the World Bank.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So we signed the partnership with the World Bank.
Excellent. Okay. And then there's another. Here's another question here. I'll just read it. Can you walk through the steps? I think of getting the steps to get access after your company's secured, or in the process of getting a solar contract project. I seriously need direct connection with Odyssey, as if I'm in partner. I want a client to be more reliable with our company. Sure. So what we can do is also share with you from Odyssey our step-by-step process to qualify for funding, particularly for the construction credit funding. So our colleague and our director of marketing actually made a YouTube video walking through how to apply on our platform for the funding. So a very easy to understand solution. It's available on our website. So I think we'll post it in the chat box, but also we can also share and follow up to this webinar. So you put an email address there, and we can share that with you. And then, of course, at Odyssey, what we do is dedicate an account manager to work with you and handhold you through that process. So if you have any questions about anything we discussed today, that account manager will be at your service to ensure that the process is smooth and understood. So good. Thanks for the comment/question.
There is, I think, another question to you, Justin. It's from Zubai. It's are there OEMs eligible to K in the Odyssey platform in Nigeria, and what are the requirements?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, missed that one.
Yeah.
Yes, other OEMs are indeed eligible. So we view ourselves as an enabler in the industry. So we will enable different projects, and it's ultimately your your preference as a renewable energy company of which equipment you choose. So of course we can say, hey, we have this great partnership with ZNShine, we have financing with ZNShine, we've worked with them, we have um uh um great pricing with ZNShine, of course, which is important. But it's ultimately your choice, and then we will enable that transaction. And depending on your OEM choice, maybe you want to use different batteries or inverters with ZNShine, we can support you in offering similar, we can offer our same solutions to your projects.
A full package solution. So it can be panels, it can be full systems, so depending on the demand.
Yep.
Yeah, because we do have the mounting system as well, special structures, so mounting structures.
Oh, wonderful.
We have signed, yeah, we signed the JV with Arimont, is a French producer of mounting system. So we can provide with a full solution, BSS, inverters, and mounting system and panels. But let's say our key market is the panels, and then, but if customer asks for a full solution, we can do it.
Got it. That's great to know. So it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
And of course, that comes, I assume, with, designing support, confirming the integrations. And so that's that will be a full stop shop for your project needs. I
Yeah.
see one more question here on the processing fee. Can you explain the processing fee a little bit more? And then a reference to the World Bank, so I can quickly take those. So in Odyssey Solutions, we have a processing fee for the full equipment value. So if the equipment procurement, is it's a processing fee on the full equipment value of the project, which is a one-time fee, usually between 1.5 to 2%. And then there's the monthly fee on whatever length of credit that you would need. Now, this is only for the equipment procurement, so there's no loan directly to the company for procurement. It's only for us to pay the suppliers and then collect from your off-taker based on an escrow account. And the benefit of doing that, particularly for a renewable energy company, is it's off balance sheet for the company, so there's no direct lending to the company. So it's a credit offering. So I hope that answers the question. And then I see my colleague Alyssa has posted the reference to the construction credit steps and the walkthrough, which includes a detailed overview with the YouTube video link, etc., on how to access more of that information. So unless there's any other final questions or parting thoughts from my colleagues, Myriam or Nicole, we'll have to take a snap for
me.
Yeah. Then
no, it's okay.
I think
for me, it's okay.
Okay. Anything you want to add, Nicole?
What qualifies a solar power company to collaborate with Odyssey on funding for businesses? So there is another question, Justin, for you.
Okay, well, this will be the final question before we wrap up. So it's two things. One is so I'll talk about our construction credit solution is probably what it's referencing. So it's to qualify as a company, we'll ask for a number of things we can share with you. There's a simple list, and it's also outlined in the links above. But a strong track record of project performance, their management accounts, some financials, and standard company profile information would be required as a company to qualify. And then there's diligence on the project as well. So we do have a full list of what is required, but we can share with you in follow-up, David. All right, now we are at the hour, so I think I'll just wrap up by saying we do have some upcoming webinars that my colleague has posted.
Webinars.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Odyssey is regularly posting such webinars. So if you'd like to learn more, particularly the on-demand supply chains credit support, we'll take a deeper dive into the financing solutions. And then we have, of course, more OEM partnerships that we'll be announcing and hosting these webinars with. So thank you so much for joining us today. All of this information presentation will be available. If you have any questions about how to leverage Odyssey financing to purchase ZNShine products, please get in touch with us. And we're the full team here, Myriam, myself, Nicole, here to support you. So thank you so much for joining Myriam and Nicole.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have a good day. Ciao.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.